Hey, apologies guys for being late, but I was doing all kinds of stuff. You know, it's the Christmas season, you know, getting all the gift stuff, making sure the decorations are all up, you know, storing things. I know. Wah, 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 woo, 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 Kempire. Shut up. Look, you know, I haven't even been back a week yet. Not even a week since our London show. Shout out to everyone in London that were a part of our Kempire After Dark, a live experience. We will be bringing it back to Washington, D.C., the DMV area. We're coming back to Union Stage on Friday, January 24th. If you haven't already, get your tickets for that show. Meet and greet tickets are still available and general admission. And don't forget, we just announced that we're bringing the Kempire After Dark live experience back here in New York City on Friday, February 21st. Get your tickets for that. There is a live stream link available. That is a separate ticket, so be sure to check out the description for more details. Happy holidays, guys. Are you guys ready for the holidays? Be sure to let me know your holiday plans, what you have, are you going anywhere, or gift ideas. Also, I'm going to be posting on the community tab, and you can mention it here in the live chat and in the replay comment section. Let me know some of the top stories of 2024 that you want me to talk about, because we're going to be doing a special series or live, not sure yet, depending on how many topics we cover, where we're going to count down some of those stories. So be sure to let me know some of the hottest topics of 2024 that you want me to cover. Because as you know, here on the channel, we don't just talk about reality television. We don't just talk about Real Housewives. We talk about everything in pop culture. If anything, reality TV is sort of like the side story to what we do here on the channel. Okay. Shout out to our King's Guards on multiple platforms. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. And of course, we're live here on YouTube. It's a rainy day here in New York City, which means I think it's probably a rainy day in the DMV area. Okay. Maybe. You guys in the DMV, let me know. All right. Let me think. Let me see. SC says Diddy #1. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, 2024 is not over yet. It's not over yet. Hey, Real House Husband. What's going on, everyone? Be sure to let me know where you're watching from. Tasman's watching from Toronto while I work. Gotta come to Toronto. Not for the show. I mean, yes, I would love to bring the Kempire After Dark live show to Toronto, but I just want to visit. I've never been to Toronto. And we have a large following in Canada. Canada, would you all come to Toronto? I know the following is all over Canada, and Canada's huge. All right. Stephanie says, I feel like a Grinch this holiday season. Christmas tree isn't even up. Crazy because Christmas is my favorite. Stephanie, this is an order. I know sometimes we get in our feelings, we going through stuff, maybe someone's sick, maybe you're sick. It will make you feel better. Please report back to us today in the comment section that you've pulled out your Christmas tree, or you went and got a Christmas tree and you put your Christmas tree up. Especially because it's your favorite holiday. And I get it. I get it. Honestly, after I do all the decorating, because I do it for me, because you know I don't have a lot of people over here. I do it for me. Okay, I could care less if anyone sees it. I do it for me. You better pull out your Christmas tree or go get a Christmas tree. Even if you don't do a Christmas tree, it doesn't have to be a Christmas tree. You can still make your home feel like the holidays with a poinsettia, with a little wreath, a little candle that smells like Christmas. And that's an order, Stephanie. Stephanie, what's going on? I get it. Some people have lost loved ones. Some people are just not well, or they just broke up with someone. So I get it. See, Stephanie says, my father passed away in October and his birthday is right after Christmas. So I'm feeling low. I understand. But what I always say to you guys about when we lose someone, it's a reminder to the living to live more fully. So let this be your reminder to live more fully. Your father would want you to be happy. Any of the issues he had while alive have dissipated. He's free. He's happy. He wants you to be happy because we all come to this planet to experience all the good things that this planet has to offer. So it's an order. I'm hungry. Anyways, Stephanie, report back. Report back. I understand you lost someone, but this is going to make you feel a little, even if it's a little bit better. Even if it's a little bit better. All right. Hey, Missy. Missy's in Pakistan. She says, I don't even do Christmas Muslim, but I love the spirit of it. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. And I'm sure my dad would love to see me happy. My dad passed in July. See, Missy, I'm sorry to hear about your loss as well. I love the spirit of it as well. I could care, and I love giving, I love giving. Anyway, hey, Sashay Shantae. Sashay Shantae says, we set a rule in my house to have our tree up by my birthday, November 14th, and we did. Yes, Sashay Shantae. I love it. Okay. Breon says, Lord, this is how we're starting off the live show. It's going to be all right because people are going through things. And the holidays usually bring those things out. Okay? So Breon says, season depression is real. Seek a therapist if you can or spend time with loved ones during this time. Agreed. Pushing Forward with T says, yes, my daughter passed 3 years ago. And this year, it's my first time decorating since then. I did it to make myself feel okay. Well, I'm glad that you did that. And did it help? I'm pretty sure that it did. See, we just never know what these live conversations are going to spur. It's the holidays. It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right. And then everybody left. It's okay. It's all right. Guys, this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Hopefully this will be a little bit of a break from some of the stresses of the day, sadness of the season, whatever it may be. Okay. And look, I love the fact that everyone is sharing their own personal stories in the live chat. Raquel says, lost my father in August too. Wow, a lot of people lost their father in the last few months. I managed to put some Christmas decorations, but miss him every day. So hard. Grateful for your content. You are not alone, Stephanie. See, I love how you guys love on each other. And I'm glad that you put some of those things out, Raquel. I think that slowly but surely it's going to help. It's going to help, at least feel in the season. It's never going to replace your loved ones. But like I said, I don't say that lightly. When we report on people passing away or when we talk about people passing away, it is a reminder to all of us to live more fully. That means go do the thing that you've been wanting to do. That means go quit that job if you've been meaning to quit that job. As long as you got a backup plan. I don't want people on the streets. You can't come stay with me. You can't come stay with me. No. Do something. Do something that's going to make you feel good. If it means having that cupcake, have the cupcake. Everything in balance. All right? All right, guys. Yeah, Vlog says put your tree up. If you can, because sometimes a tree is a lot of work. Okay? I get it. So honestly, I moved. So normally I have a house to decorate. Now I have an apartment, even though you couldn't tell. I still pulled out like everything. But even if you put a little up, honestly, I'd rather you put a little up. Some people are tacky with their decorations. Damn, I'm trying to be nice. Okay. Oh, Loretta, I didn't know that. Loretta says, going to Amsterdam, been battling cancer for 3 years. Well, we send you nothing but love and light, Loretta. And I love Amsterdam. You're going to have a fantastic time in Amsterdam. Oh, great food, the canals, probably a little snow. Come on. Enjoy your time in Amsterdam and sending you healing. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have to highlight some of these conversations. Mitch says, lost my mom November 1st. She had an aggressive form of cancer that took her in 4 months of diagnosis. So sorry to hear that, Mitch. So sorry to hear that. That's what, just like a month ago. Very sorry for your loss, Mitch. I hope that you do a little something this year to lift your spirits. Look, I'm not going to say that's going to make it any easier, but it might give you a little bit of a smile. Sometimes you got to fake through what you're feeling in order to feel a little bit better. Okay? All right, guys, Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into this. All right, for those that are just joining us, this is our weekly recap. And it's the holiday season, and like one of you guys said, people get in their feelings because they've lost someone, or it's just the holidays and maybe they don't have someone in their lives. It's okay. It's all right. All right, exactly. Sharon says, prayers of comfort and peace to those who have lost loved ones. I can't imagine. Exactly. All right. Tamara says, I was too lazy for the tree this year, but needed something to boost my space. Poinsettias go a long way. I just bought some. So we'll get into the recap in just a second. So I went and bought some from my local florist. And I had already bought, like, you could see that I had a bunch that were behind me. I took them out of the studio because I was like, okay, I'm going to London for a week. Let me put them where they're going to get some light. Let me water them before I go. I came back. Those suckers were dead. So I went and got some more. Because I want to still feel a little Christmas. Okay, a little Christmas camp. All right. Anyways, let's get into this. I've digressed. We'll do a separate Christmas party. We'll do a community Christmas party at another time. Maybe it'll have to be this week. Next week is Christmas. All right, let me take a sip. Okay. Let me talk about this. Real Housewives of Potomac. Mia, here's the thing. Like, I don't want to mom shame. I'm just going to put the disclaimer out there. I don't want to mom shame. But I will say, I feel like some of Mia's scenes are performative, especially when it's around her kids. I'm sure she's a lovely mom, but when she films with her kids, especially recently, it feels a little performative. And what the hell was she wearing at this kid's place? And I get it. It covered up her body, but it was showing all of her body. And I was like, we're at a kid's place. I don't know if this outfit and the stuff are, I don't know. It just felt a little too much. Anyway, so she says in the scene that she wants her kids to know that their voices are heard and that their opinions matter. And I think this is her reacting to what the kids said on last week's episode. I feel like that was her trying to do damage control. She also says that, mind you, this was like a 2-second scene. It was like a 2-second scene. I guess they wanted to include her because remember, they're paying her per episode. So we have to think, we didn't get any other scenes with Mia. So I think that's the only reason why they included this in the episode. Y'all notice that? I was like, oh, we didn't get any other scenes really that was just with Mia. Which is fine, because her scenes have become so cringy to watch. So she says that she wants to make sure that kids understand what's going on when it comes to the divorce. And she understands how it can be difficult for them. Real House Husband says, Mia be lying. I know. So I feel like everything just was like, exactly. Winter says, that outfit was not appropriate for jungle gym attire. It just felt a little too tight. Look, Nathia says, I know that tight bodysuit. I just felt a little inappropriate at a kid's place. Okay? But again, I'm not a parent, so I'll let y'all judge. I'll let you judge. Miss Bernice, I'll let you mom shame. She says, you have to mom shame because she traumatized her kids for a storyline. Miss Bernice, we will let you do the mom shaming, okay? Nia says, I fast forward. Well, you didn't have to fast forward too much. You would have missed the next scene. Let's move on to the next scene. I just wanted to mention that, okay? So in the next scene, we honestly, look, watching Stacy, Gizelle, and Karen together, I said, This is a trifecta that I didn't think that I would ever see, and see sort of like the future of Potomac. I keep telling you, Stacy Palo Santo Rush is exactly what the season needed. And I know some of you feel like maybe she's not 100% honest. I don't think that is it. I think very much like when I talk about Lisa Barlow being 100% inauthentic, meaning that that's just who she is. She's surface. I feel like Stacey is this sort of Alice in Wonderland personality. I think that's genuinely who she is. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a dark side. We all have a dark side. But I just feel like genuinely, she's almost like Jen from Real Housewives of Orange County. That's the energy I get from Stacey. I don't get anything nefarious happening with Stacey. Do I think she's telling us 100% of her business? No. Am I worried for her with this relationship with TJ? Yes. All right. Exactly. Beautiful Gems and Stacey is such a light. I like seeing Stacey on this show. I really do. That's why I call her the Palo Santo, the sage for this season. This season, I have to say, is a lot lighter. Sidebar, did you guys see the interview? I didn't see the entire interview because I don't find Gizelle entertaining anymore. She's not funny. She's not really great with her shade. It doesn't land for me. And I get it. She's had some moments this season that will make you giggle. But I can't sit through a podcast or an interview with Gizelle, especially when Gizelle is basically projecting about, what happened last season versus what's happening this season. She even called regular Robin the voice of reason. Maybe in the early seasons, Robin was the voice of reason, but Robin lost that title when she tried to front for us that her relationship with Juan Dixon was real. Okay. I can't even pronounce your name. Hold on. Cal Slanding. She reminds me of Cynthia Bailey. In a way. And she's definitely that archetype. Housewives from a housewife says she was good on Breakfast Club. Was she? Okay. I'm maybe if I have nothing else to do, I'll watch the entire interview. But in that interview, she talked about the season and the direction that they were trying to go. For me, this season, and again, I said this is production and the network trying to change the narrative, because for me, what Gizelle was talking about, the season and the direction the season was going, I was like, you are the reason. Look, you are the reason for why this season needed a change. You are part of the problem. You are a part of the problem, if not the biggest problem. So I'm not falling for what Bravo or production wants to change the narrative. I'm not falling for it. Johnny says, I definitely skipped Gizelle's date scene. I didn't. Look, I didn't. Jamina says, I enjoyed Gizelle on Breakfast Club too. I would have to watch it. Creme Brulee says, Gizelle was funny this episode. I didn't find her funny. But it's okay. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I didn't personally find her funny. Trina says, I noticed Gizelle is doing more interviews this season. I think she's got a stern warning from last season. Without a doubt. Damn. Kay Avery says, I have to rewatch it. I fell asleep on the show twice. In regards to Potomac? Oof. Lexi says, I believe Gizelle is doing better. Everyone is capable of growth. In a matter of months? Okay. I'm not saying it's impossible, but for me, it's going to take some time. Hannah says, hey, big bro, Kempire, been a while since catching a live. Respect from Canada. What's going on, Canada? Shout out to everyone. JT says, this was a filler episode. I don't think this was a filler episode. Married to Medicine, which we will be recapping at 4 p.m. Eastern today, that felt like a filler episode. Okay. But that's just me. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Amber says, it's hilarious how Stacey understands the messiness and participates in the messiness while also being flabbergasted by the messiness. Okay. Exactly, Shay. Shay says her Breakfast Club interview was so off. She's acting like she wasn't the problem when she was. See, that's the part of the look. Again, I did not see the full interview, but the clip that I saw, I was like, if it's her trying to change the narrative of what we've been watching, I'm like, here we go. Virgilia says, I don't even have my foot on Gizelle's neck. Virgilia says, Kempire, please keep your foot on Gizelle's neck. No, it's more so I'm not falling for what Bravo or PR wants to spin this season. Like we forgot the toxicity that Gizelle brought on this show for the last how many seasons. And I'm not going to forget at the top of this season when she sat down with Wendy and they edited the hell out of it to make it look more like Gizelle's moment, where she said, I don't want to talk about any isms. So we're going to completely discount what the audience has felt in regards to the colorism on this show. She's like, I don't want to talk about any isms. I was like, what does she mean? What do you mean? Oh, okay. All right, fine. Okay, this is not about Gizelle. So Gizelle, Karen, and Stacey sit down for a little lunch. Stacey says that she thinks that on the inside, Gizelle is soft and cuddly. I do believe that. I do believe on the inside, I think Gizelle does put up a wall. When I met Gizelle backstage at BravoCon a couple of years ago, immediately there's a wall, which is fine. I get it. But at the same time, she's very guarded in that way, and it makes me wonder why she's so guarded. Could be because of how badly Jamal cheated on her. So all of her trust probably just went out the window. So Stacey says she just feels like her and Gizelle would be besties. Stacey, stay far away from her. Stay far away from her. Because again, as I said before, for Gizelle to do some of the things that Gizelle has done over the years takes a very deeply wounded, dangerous person. And I'm not saying that lightly. Because some of the things that Gizelle has done in the show wasn't just housewives antics. So that look. So I'm just keeping my good eye. Look, yeah, this is my good eye. I just went to the eye doctor. Yeah, both eyes are good. I got 20/20 vision, but the best one. I'm keeping my good one on Gizelle. Thank you, Katya. You the only one to let me know. No, maybe people that I just didn't see. Katya says, yes, it's raining in the DMV area. It's raining here in New York. Usually if whatever we're experiencing in New York, the DMV's experiencing. Oh, thank you, Jen. Jen says, yeah, it's a rainy day in the DMV. I don't mind a rainy day. I really don't. I had to go out earlier, though. But now I'm back inside, probably for the rest of the day. At least it's not windy, and it's not really cold. Anyways. Okay. Okay, Delon, I would highlight what you just said, but you referred to her as Gizzard, so I'm not going to. All right. Moving on. Let me. So Karen gives them an update in regards to what the Love Lagoon is going to be. I'm surprised that we haven't done the Love Lagoon the last couple of seasons. We didn't do it last season, but again, a lot of these relationships have been in turmoil. Okay, and Gizelle doesn't have a boo. I have a thought on Namza and Gizelle. I also have a thought on Ashley and whatever his name is, Josh. There we go. Okay. Anyways, so Karen lets them know, what this will be like, and Gizelle lets her know she's going to invite Namza, which I thought was weird. I thought it was weird because these are very new relationships. And if we know Gizelle, and we don't know Gizelle, but based off her past behavior, if she was taking Namza seriously, and I do know that you guys, I think it was in the Breakfast Club interview, she says that Namza's still in her life. Okay. I feel as if this was a real relationship, first of all, I personally wouldn't bring it on reality television either, or bring it around this group. I just don't feel like she's taking Namza seriously. Not Josh Harlow. I just don't feel like she would bring it around this group. I think Ashley would bring a new guy around this group. I just feel like Gizelle, if she was taking this relationship seriously, she wouldn't bring it around this group. But we'll get back to that. Because I have more thoughts on Namza, who's gorgeous. I think Karen saying that Josh Harlow is beautiful when she saw him. I was like, he's okay. He has like a little baby face, but I wouldn't be like he's gorgeous, but fine. Whatever. All right, moving on. So they talk about TJ, and TJ's in LA auditioning, okay? And when he's in the DMV, that's when he's sort of like just relaxing. Okay. He's been in the DMV a lot. Okay. But all right. So what else is he doing? Because if he's in auditioning is not a paid job. So what does he do? Are you paying him, Stacey? Oh. Look. Are you paying him? KJ says Karen likes white men. Blue eyes? Look, blue eyes? Was blue eyes white? Okay. Asia says Jack Harlow. We know the man's name, but we were mixing Josh with Jack Harlow. So we're going to call him Josh Harlow. Get it? Got it? Good. So TJ's in LA. So Gizelle's like, so he's in LA and you guys aren't having sex. They believe that TJ, when he's in LA, is doing his thing. Yeah, probably in WeHo. So, anyways. Here's the thing with TJ. I don't care about Stacy and TJ not having sex. To me, that's not a big deal. It's what we've seen of TJ not be affectionate. You don't have to have sex to be intimate with someone. He's not even intimate with her. He doesn't even like love on her. Like, I wouldn't even, like, I love on my friends, my female friends, more than he loves on as a heterosexual man, allegedly. I love on my female friends more than he does on Stacey, someone he's dating. I'm sorry. Come on. And the things that he said to her during Dr. Wendy Acefo's party. For me, the red flags are red flagging. I don't understand why Stacey. First of all, I don't understand how that's your best friend, but I also don't understand how this is a possible relationship. But okay. Fine. Like, I know everyone is speculating on TJ's sexuality as well. I don't care the fact that TJ or his sexuality. I don't care about him and his Christianity in regards to not having sex. I don't care about any of that. It's the way that he's treated Stacey on this show is what I care about. And I feel like he's been disgusting. Sorry. Shut up. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharon says, Stacey is the Lulu about Gizelle being soft inside. No, I do believe Gizelle does have a soft side to her. And usually we see it with her kids. I think Stacey needs to be very wary of Gizelle. She's not your friend. She's not your friend. Chantel, thank you so much for the super chat. Chantel says, when are you coming to Toronto, sir? I mean, soon, hopefully. I'll send a message. Look, I'll send a message. I'd love to come to Toronto. Stay tuned. All right. So they talk about TJ. Gizelle and Karen believe that she shouldn't waste her time with TJ, and they believe that TJ is doing his own thing in WeHo in LA. Okay? But Stacey says that hold on. Wait. Ooh, I fast forwarded. Okay. Gizelle says that if TJ isn't getting booty from Stacey, he's getting it from somewhere else. Yeah, and WeHo. Ooh. Shut up. All right. So Wendy, Dr. Wendy Acefo, first of all, her outfit looks great. Wendy's fashion definitely does not fall in line with everyone else in Potomac. She definitely is more fashionable. Shout out to her stylist that I know, Chanel. She looks great. So she invites all the ladies to this boutique to invite them to their big cash trip, okay, which is Panama, okay? Ashley, though, says that she shops at this boutique, and I said to myself, everybody leave. But let's be honest. Just because you shop at a boutique doesn't mean that the stuff there is terrible. It's just that Ashley doesn't pair those things well. What the hell was Ashley wearing in this scene? She's like, oh yeah, what's her name here? Styled me for my date. And I was like, oof. Look, I said, immediately get out of there. Immediately get out of there. But if Dr. Wendy is shopping there, it's really more so about how things are being paired. Ashley raised her arm, and I was like, Ashley, we're about to see your breasts. Just saying. Tacky. TA says that sound effect is necessary for TJ from now on. Let me get on that, okay? Anyways, so Ashley says that she shops at this boutique all the time. Okay. Jacqueline shows up, and they were like, when's the last time we saw you? It was Dr. Wendy's party. And Jacqueline is so bitter. She's like, yeah, because I haven't been invited to some of y'all events. So Dr. Wendy says she wanted to use this time to announce this liberation celebration because we're still talking about Dr. Wendy's 40th birthday. Fine. Hopefully we're not celebrating it again in Panama. Okay, but she lets the ladies know that we're going to go to Panama and we're going to do a liberation celebration. Kiana. Kay. Look, as someone that travels a lot, and I've traveled throughout Europe a lot, okay? Anyone else cringe when Kiana, although I loved her confessional, that confessional look, the black look she had on, gorgeous. Did anyone else cringe? She's like, I'm more into big European cities, Give me caviar and champagne. I mean, look, as someone that loves to travel, like I'm willing to go anywhere, but her making that comment about Panama, I think she thought it was going to land like I'm a rich, what. And I said to myself, it's actually kind of cringy. Look, it's actually kind of, maybe I'm the only one, but I kind of cringed. I was like, and this is from someone that has traveled Europe. I had to go to her Instagram. I was like, where have you gone? Where have you gone? And look, I didn't go through her entire Instagram, but at least within the last 2 years, and look, not everything's put on social media. As you go to my Instagram, you're not going to see all my travels. But I said to self, I was like, where we at? First of all, she said Europe cities. When she said Europe cities, I said, oh, girl, that already says to me all that I need to know. That's Europe cities? You mean European cities? I was like, okay, girl. But I went to her Instagram. I was like, okay, let me see where she's gone. In the last 2 years, only thing I see her post was her in the Caribbean and maybe a couple places here in the United States. Nothing wrong with the Caribbean, okay? But I cringed and I said, okay, this is weird. Love King says, that scene with Kay was cringe. Like, sis, you're from Baltimore. Stop it. That wasn't me, y'all. Love King said, I'm not coming from Baltimore, all right? They can fight. Right? And I'm about to be in the, Chell says, a very Lisa Barlow quote. I mean, Lisa Barlow's normally cringe. I just did not expect her to say that and say it the way that she said it, like she's looking down on Panama. And I was like, okay, fine. Kilo on my TikTok says, so you would think Panama is right up her alley if she's been to the Caribbean. It's tropical. And she goes to a lot of places. She went to St. Bart's. She went to Turks and Caicos. I was like, okay. And yes, these are nice high-end places to visit. But I was just sort of like, Shay Shantae, I second the Baltimore comment. Y'all better stop playing with Baltimore. They can fight. Right. KJ says, from Baltimore of all places with the nose up. Girl, bye. It was giving that she wanted to give that energy. And again, this is from someone that has traveled Europe extensively. Just had a live show in London. And then you're saying it, I like Europe cities. You mean European. Oh, gosh. Right, Haya said, Kempire, I thought the same thing. It was giving I don't travel. She does travel, but I did not see in the last 2 years her in Europe. But it's okay. She didn't even know if she was going to Panama City or the country. I can't. I was like, all right, girl. It's all right. It's all right. Brandy, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, you can also support the channel just by liking the video. We have over 1,100 of you here for our Real Housewives of Potomac recap. Let me move on. Ooh, Sashay Shante says, Kay was stank for that. I don't care. Okay, so I wasn't the only one that cringed during that. I was like, Even the second time watching it, I was like, oh, all right. But you like what you like, right? Look, right? Teresa says, listen closely to the way the Kiana speaks. I'm not surprised of the comment. Jermaine says, Kay slept through geography class. Autumn says, yeah, Europe cities was a dead giveaway. She ain't been nowhere. She likes caviar and champagne, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if someone fished her that line, like a producer did it. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. CC says, I was like European, sweetie. Anyways, I'm a different type of traveler. I'm open to going anywhere because I feel like if there's culture to be learned, I'm willing to go. I remember when I planned going to Nepal and India. Nepal was never on my list of places to go, but after I went, I was like, this was an amazing time. I'm so glad that I went to Nepal. But that's me. Wait, Jean says, Kemp, you're the MVP for giving this episode a second watch. You guys didn't like the episode? I didn't think it was bad, especially towards the end. All right, let's move on because we could spend all day talking about this. All right. Speaking of Kiana. Oh, wait, before we go, was there anything else that I want to talk about in this scene? So Mia asked Karen if she can invite Jacqueline, Jacqueline to her Love Lagoon party. And Karen was like, no, I don't want that energy there. Again, I'm not sure if more happened. And some of you might say, no, what happened was enough for you not to want to deal with Jacqueline anymore. But I feel like more may have happened, or I feel like Karen is maybe doing too much in regards to Jacqueline. And I don't know. I just feel like, I don't feel like it was that deep for her to be so mad at Jacqueline, but maybe it is. Okay. Anyways, so Karen's like, no, Jacqueline can't come. So Mia tells Jacqueline, and Jacqueline's like, that's okay. I didn't want to go anyway. Only for her to show up at the end of this episode, thinking she's going to have a moment. Speaking of cringe, Jacqueline, you've been so cringe this season. So cringe. I find it so sad. Serenity Moon said, I liked the episode. It was funny. I enjoyed the episode. How would you guys rate this week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac? TikTok, let me know. Twitch, let me know. Those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, let me know. How would you rate this week's episode from 1 to 10? I don't think it was that bad. I definitely would give it a little bit more than a 7. In my opinion. Erica says, Jacqueline crashing the party is cringe. Yeah, especially when you're not invited and you're a friend of. Oof. Okay. Anyways, Kiana at home with Greg. We already know, but Kiana lets us know, reminds us that Greg is not here for her being on this show. All right. So Kiana mentions that this trip, and she mentions that there were 3 divorces, and he says, 3 divorces? Is it because of the show? And look, a lot of people do not like Greg. I don't think we've seen enough of Greg for me to make a full judgment of him. However, I kind of understand why he wouldn't want his girlfriend on the show based off of what people have said about Potomac specifically, but also reality television and how Black women are depicted. I can understand. But I can also understand maybe he just doesn't want, maybe he's a very private person. Again, I wouldn't do reality television, but what if my partner wanted to do reality television? Then we would have to break up. Seven says, did Jacqueline bring her dog? Yes. I'm assuming that was her dog because Karen doesn't have a dog. Right? Anyways, so she's packing. Again, I don't know if you guys noticed this. So she's asking her, her boyfriend, and I don't know, it was our friend, which bag should she bring? Should I bring the Louis Vuitton, or I forget what the other brand she mentioned? And I'm thinking to myself, we don't need to do all of that. It's giving very new money, and I know she is new money, but I was like, we don't need to do that. Like, we could watch you pack, okay? And normally, would you ask your boyfriend about which bag which brand of bag you should bring on a trip? Probably not. Look, probably not. I mean, I probably would because both of us are gay. But I'm just like, okay. Oh, it was her brother? Okay. Oh, cute. Okay. Cute family. Okay, I didn't see that. TA says, right, Kempire. If Kay wants to do this, she can't keep Greg. Because he seems like he's really against it, but she's saying that he's doing it to support her. I personally I'm a supportive person, but I just feel like because I know reality television, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Forever says, I asked which bag. Okay, all right. Oh, look, Kiara says her brother's fine. Mama Allie says, no, but I asked what size I can bring so I know how much I can overpay. Oh, look, y'all. Her brother is fine. Her entire family is good looking. Remember her mom, too? Her mom is really good looking. Teresa says, that was weird to me, her asking them. I think she needed someone to film with. Maybe. It just stood out to me. So I'll let you guys know the things that I'm thinking. Again, because this is my recap. Delon says, I'm sorry, but goodbye, Greg. I mean, she's going to have to make a decision on whether or not she values her relationship more or reality television. I mean, she was doing quite fine before reality television. Danielle says, yes, I ask. I'm turned on by a man who knows what looks good on me. This is your luggage. We're not talking about your clothes or a bag that you're going to be holding on your shoulder. Danielle. Look, Danielle. Anyways. So she then also talks about how he's a little bit more old school in his traditions, and he likes a meal when he comes home from work, and she's like, I value adoration and I value this and that. And I think honestly that if we're going to be honest, when it comes to heterosexual couples, a lot of you are, I feel like those dynamics exist where your boyfriend probably wants a certain type of relationship and you're like, that's not important to me. Fine. Okay, let's move on. I'm so bored by I'm sorry, Kiana. And again, it's not necessarily Kiana's fault. It's what they're sharing of Kiana's story that I'm just like, I'm not that interested in. So they talked a little bit about the trip, her lack of geography, and then which bag to pick, and then we're over. All right, let's move on. So Gizelle goes on this date with Namza, right? Namza? Yeah, Namza. Gizelle goes on this date with Namza. I had an autocorrect. That's why I was like, Nams? Gizelle goes on this date to do salsa dancing. Gizelle, dancing do not go together. And then they show us clips of why Gizelle and dancing don't go together. Okay? So she warns him that she isn't a good dancer, and they show us all the cringy clips of her dancing. Okay. I don't know if that's really Gizelle dancing seriously, though. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Like when Ashley dances, like that's Ashley dancing seriously, and it's bad. Like I feel like Gizelle sort of like is making fun of herself anytime she starts dancing. Jean says Gizelle definitely has a type. So hear me out. First of all, Namza definitely is into Gizelle, or he is very convincing. I like it. I like him for her. However, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, oh, production. Because remember, I didn't believe her relationship with that other guy from Winter House. I didn't believe it. I said, oh, they're just using him to, have Gizelle to have a scene. But then I said to myself, well, we pointed out this guy, Jason, is not even her type. So production got on it. We got to find someone that's more convincing that's Gizelle type. And I'm not saying that Gizelle can't find a man. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, based off past behavior, Giselle's like, I'm not bringing another relationship back on this show. Okay? So now I'm looking at this Namza situation, and honestly, I hope it works out for her. I hope it becomes a real relationship. But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, this was production. I feel like production set this up to add more to Giselle's storyline this season because we can only talk so much about her kids going off to school. Okay? This is production setting this up. We got to find the right guy that people will believe is Giselle's type. Or maybe it is. But okay. And Lexi fell for it. Lexi says, I enjoyed watching Gizelle on the date. This guy is more her type. He definitely is. He definitely is. And he was very flirtatious with her. He was very complimentary. I was like, all right. Sharon says, Ashley can't dance or sing. Don't hear her tell it. I think the problem for Gizelle and Namza is that he's quite younger than she is, like 10 years younger than she is, maybe a little bit more than 10 years. So I feel like for her, she probably wants someone that's age appropriate, like Sherman. All right. But then she talks about the characteristics. She starts giving him a questionnaire. Michael Jordan or LeBron? Well, he's what, 40 years old? I was glad he chose Michael Jordan because I feel like LeBron is like newer, not really, but definitely newer than Michael Jordan. Like they weren't even playing it, right? They weren't playing. Here we go with the sports. They weren't even playing at the same time, right? Just saying. Sunshare says, we all can't dance, y'all. Well, yeah. Look, case in point, Gizelle. So she starts asking him all these questions, and he tells her his favorite color and blah, 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 blah. Then, see, Danielle says she agrees. She says, yep, that's the only problem. He's too young. He's not very young. He's 40, y'all. He's 40. He's not that young. Shersa says, good point, Kempire. He's young for her, but I still think they fit. No, I hope that she's able to look past his youth and the fact that he's not mean to her. You see how she's already trying to pick him apart, but that's a Virgo. Virgos, you didn't see it was coming. It was coming. She was picking him apart, looking for all the things that just wouldn't work. He's like, oh, he hasn't been to jail. Really, Gizelle? Like, why does he have to go to jail? And they were like, has Jamal gone to jail? It's like, yeah, he was fighting for the people. He probably should have went to jail for how badly he cheated on you. And the fact that she says she needs somebody mean, here's the thing. And I see this with a lot of people, some of y'all included that are watching. Some of you need to let go of your list of things that you want in a relationship, especially if those things were in other people that you dated, especially if it didn't work out. So she wants these things that didn't work out for her before. He has to be a little mean. He has to be a little mean. I don't want anyone to be mean to me. But for a Virgo, yeah. They probably do need someone that's a little mean. Come on, Virgos, admit it. Come on. Jen says, I'm a Virgo and I can't lie. Wait, I can't lie. Everything you said about us is true. I love you know what, Jen? Thank you for acknowledging and admitting that. That takes a very self-aware person. All right. Stephanie says, how we catch it straight. Come on, Stephanie. You're not new to the channel. You're not new to the channel. NYCFE says, Virgos either catching strays or throwing them. But I love a Virgo. Still, come on. You Virgos can take it, because if you Virgos couldn't take it, you wouldn't still be here. Some of these weaker signs, when I mention their sign, they unsubscribe and they don't watch the channel anymore. Pisces. I'm playing. No, Data's been around. Data's a Pisces. He's been around for forever. All right. Missy says, I don't get the mean part. I mean, some people, I can see a Virgo handling mean. They can handle mean because they're mean. They're mean. Some people might describe their honesty and just lack of not holding back as mean. Case in point, a Taurus. I think you're mean. You can be mean. Brandy, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate your support. Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. Danielle says, him being, quote, mean is her way of feeling that he can protect her. Danielle, are we talking about your own dating issues right now? Is that what are you saying? This is what you expect in a man too, Danielle? We can talk about it on stage when I come to Washington D.C. Washington D.C. The Kempire After Dark Live Experience is returning Friday, January 24th. Go get your tickets today. Meet and greet tickets are still available, and general admission tickets are still available as well. The premiere tickets have already sold out. Okay. Okay, so get your tickets today. New York City. We will be returning to New York City Friday, February 21st at Green Room 42. We also have a live stream option for those of you that are watching from other parts of the United States and internationally. All that information will be available in the description. Hold on, wait. Where's Funky's comment? Damn it, I lost it, Funky. What did you say? Oh no, here it is. Funky says, we Cancers are fighting for our lives against Kempire too. I'm a Cancer and still love all the shade. Well, here's the thing. Cancers can handle it too. But you already know I love a Cancer woman. It's the Cancer men that are trash. Well, it's not all of them. Not all of them. Lexi says, Kempire's on fire today. Might be because I'm hungry. I'm not hungry, but I haven't eaten. I'm fasting. But I'm going to eat right after this, right before my Married to Medicine live at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST. Fabiana says, Kempire, are you having a meet and greet at New York City? Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder, Fabiana. Yes, we are going to be having meet and greets in New York City. Is that not an option? Did they not give you that as an option there? Let me know so I can make sure that they make that available. Janessa says, I think in regards to Gizelle, I think she means someone who can put her in her place when need be. And you know you Virgos need someone like that. You know you Virgos need someone like that. I can see that. Sasha Shante says, she says, all the Cancer men I know are trash. Not all the Cancer men I know are trash, but there's a pattern. Look, there's a pattern. Heather says, now why am I in it, says this Cancer. Excuse me. Paige, thank you so much. She says, Kempire, I hope you have an amazing DC show. Wish I could be there, but I'll be getting ready for my baby shower that weekend. Love from Baltimore. All right, Paige. Why can't you come? Look, it's only a couple of hours that Friday night. You'll be done with all the other stuff during the day. But you're also pregnant, so then there's that. It's all right. It's all right. All right, Paige. Fine. But the way the DMV shows out, I probably have to do a second show anyway. So stay tuned. All right. Katia says, I love Kay, but that comment about Panama was so ignorant to me. There is beauty all over the world. Yeah. All right. Annie says, I'm a Taurus. Shouts all the Tauruses. And my dad told me I can be mean and hateful sometimes. No, we can be mean too. We can be mean too. No, I think people view it as mean, but we're very straightforward without, okay, that's probably why Virgos love me. We can be very straightforward sometimes, and some people just can't handle that. But Virgos don't have a filter. I feel like Tauruses, we have a filter. We're going to have to do a separate live just talking about signs. Let me move on. All right, so it was a cute scene with Gizelle and Namza. I honestly, after watching it, I was like, did the producers set this up for Gizelle? But I can see Gizelle, if she lets go of the whole age thing, then she probably could actually have something with Namza. I think Namza is smart. I think Namza is cute. I think Namza could be what Gizelle needs in this chapter in her life. I think it's the age thing for her. C. Scherster says, as a Taurus, I would say we're very blunt. Yeah, I think so. With certain people. We're not blunt with everyone. We're blunt with people that we're close with. All right. Millie says, I like him for Jizzy. Yeah. Sarah says, it's y'all earth sign madness. Shut up. Hey, Austin. Austin says, Kempire, make it your business to visit St. Louis in 2025. Thanks. That's how I read it, Austin. That's how I read it in my head. She says, Kempire, make it your business to visit St. Louis in 2025. Thanks. Here Adrian go. Adrian says, what Virgo hurt you, Kev? It's okay, you can tell me. No Virgo has hurt me. They've tried. Look, they've tried. Okay? Some of y'all in here tried too. Oh, woo. Beautiful Bullet says, my mom and dad are both Virgo. I can even imagine. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I'm also the product of 2 Scorpios, so then there's that. Damn, Maya. Maya says, but Namza could do better. I mean, you're right. You're right. Okay, fine. All right, let me move on. All right. So Gizelle and Ashley on the way to this Love Lagoon, they're bringing Namza and Josh. So this is part of the reason why I sort of looked at Josh and Namza as sort of production based, meaning that production brought them in for Ashley and Gizelle. Because I was like, why would we be bringing these very new relationships, literally within months of each other? Not even months, weeks of each other. Okay. I said to myself, I was like, this is feeling very forced. This is feeling very pre-produced. Because I personally, I think it's weird. And I think Kiana said on Watch What Happens Live, she felt like it was weird that these new guys were a part of the group. All right. Gizelle tells Namza in the car where he's going. Do you believe that Namza didn't know that he was going to this Love Lagoon party? And any other guy, if someone told you this, how would you feel? How would you feel? I would probably be caught off guard. I'm like, okay. What else? Oh, Ashley says that she's a little wary of bringing Josh Harlow around this group because she said they've gone on a couple of dates and she's very protective of her Josh. I just don't know what we get with Ashley if it's ever 100% or honest. But I do think that she's into Josh. I do think that is her type. I think production did a good job. Production, if you're into the matchmaking business, truly original, y'all need to do a matchmaking show like we did with Love Match Atlanta. We need to bring that back. A lot of single folk want to see a show like that, a reality show like that. Not a competition, but a reality show where, people are getting like professionally match made. Just saying. Okay. So I think they did a good job with Josh Harlow and Namza. Y'all did a good job, production. I can't wait to see them in the wild. I'm like, production, y'all did a good job. Okay. Look, K-Baby says these are PR relationships. Okay, Funky says, I didn't mind the new guys being there. I prefer Josh over Michael. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I did find it funny, though, Wendy said that this was a lateral move. I wonder if she meant from Michael Darby or she meant from the other guy from the reality show that she dated. Because Michael Darby, yes, they're both white, but I didn't feel like it was a lateral move. I felt like it was definitely an upgrade from Michael Darby. Maybe. I don't know what Josh does for a living. Because, yeah, you can be cute, but if you're broke and cute, that's not going to work for Ashley Darby. Okay? Toya says that Josh looks like he's 21. And he's, 30? He's like 30. Remember, he had cancer at like 28. Exactly, Gigi Gullum. It's definitely an upgrade. But I will say this. Although Josh is better looking than Gullum, he's got his own little hermit looking kind of... Okay. I'm just saying, come on. You were thinking it. Yes. Get My Crown says, got my premiere seat. Look, one of the people that sold out the premiere seating. Get My Crown says, got my premiere seat. See you in January, Kempire. See you in January. I love it. But DC tickets are still available. Don't worry. It's not a huge venue, but it's big enough. But there are some tickets available still for our DC show on Friday, January 24th. Get your tickets today. Millie, come on. Come on. Chandler says it's the hair. Foxy said he broke, child. Come on, Fox. Come on. All right, let's get to this lagoon party, okay? Karen's Love Lagoon. So everyone's arriving. Jassy comes. I know you probably think, where's Jassy been? Jassy comes. Jassy, stunts on us. She's like, I brought you a 23-year-old wine from my family's vineyard. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Did you guys notice that? I was like, okay, Jassy. There's something about Jassy that I'm interested in. I think she was definitely being considered for a full-time role. But okay, we're going to get back to Jassy and why I think that fell apart. Okay? Wendy comes in and she's like, oh, imitation is the best form of flattery. Wendy, you threw a beautiful birthday party, but please understand, people could say the same thing that you took from Candace's party. That look, the white with the white chairs and the white flowers, is not incredibly original. Okay. But we have to remember these confessionals are filmed after the season has basically not wrapped, but is about to wrap. And remember, Dr. Wendy and Karen have a little bit of a tiff. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was making that remark after that. Because I had to rewind the scene. I was like, what? What exactly is so unique between Dr. Wendy's birthday party and Karen's setup? Okay. Kira says the comparison was a reach. Okay. Right? Chandler says, Wendy did not invent that decor. And mind you, she probably didn't pick it out herself. Okay. Candles, y'all. Candles. But you remember they had a little bit of an issue when it comes to it, the candles. And that's when we had the whole conversation when Karen says, mine is 3 wicks. Sitting Pretty says on TikTok, Jazzy had a full-time role and Kay was a friend of, but last minute they switched. But we're probably seeing why based off of this scene. Look, Danielle says, I just checked and the DMV tickets are moving fast. DMV always shows up for me. Shout out to DMV. The DMV, remember when we did our last show? We had both New York City and DC selling at the same time, which we do right now as well. We're coming back to New York City. DMV sold out before my New York City show. And our New York City show was happening literally right before it. So I'm just saying, don't sleep on the DMV. The DMV shows up for me. They come from Baltimore. They come from Potomac, proper Potomac. No, I'm playing. They come from Virginia. Some people flew in to DMV for that show. All right. Oh yeah, Chantel says Karen's anniversary with Ray was a similar color theme. Yeah, like to me it wasn't original, but look, this is what they do in the confessionals. And again, remember the confessional probably was filmed after the issues between Dr. Wendy and Karen. Okay, so maybe that's why she wanted to take a little bit of a dig. All right. So Wendy, when she sees Jack Harlow, she screams, she screams, is that Jack Harlow? Then she says in her confession, she's like, it's more like a middle school Jack Harlow. Yeah, because he's quite young, but isn't Jack Harlow quite young too? But okay. He looks a little bit more of a baby face, okay? And that's when she makes the comment about, this is more of a lateral move for Ashley. Definitely. Why did Ashley show her vajayjay to Stacey? Here's the thing, and this might be the HR in me coming out. We have to remember, yes, they're filming a reality show that's a form of entertainment, but this still is a work environment. I felt like that was really aggressive in regards to her showing her vajayjay, like her literal vajayjay, because Stacey was asking her if she was going to get into the pool. She's like, maybe later. And then she showed her vajayjay to Stacey. And look, let me give you an example, okay? Because remember, Ashley says she swims in a lady pond too. What if this were 2 men? I was one of those men, a gay man. I'm not going to even use TJ. Let me use Happy Eddie. And we were filming this scene, and Happy Eddie says to me, "Are you gonna get into the pool?" I was like, "Maybe later." And then I show him my big old, show him my thang. How would you feel then? How would you feel then? Just saying, like I felt like it's so inappropriate and like, ew. She has no class, but we know. Mary Jane's baby says, call HR. Look, and we get it, but we have to remember, yes, these women have done this before during their Mexico trip. They were showing each other the video. Stacey wasn't there. And Stacey already, you could tell, like, she's not doing any of that stuff, which I appreciate, okay? Jamina says the Michael of it all. Oh, Lord. Okay. Anyways, I just thought that was so gross. Anyway, so they all sit down and they play this game, the love games, okay? So the first question, everyone's sitting down and having a conversation, they're going to participate, including the new guys, okay? Mia is there on her own. Why did Ink not come? Do we know, was he not able to get off of work to come from Atlanta? Okay. All right. So they asked the question, they start playing the game. They said the first question is, do you feel like your partner has ever cheated? This is juicy off the bat. So Ray says he hasn't cheated and he doesn't feel like Karen has. So of course they have to bring up the blue eyes and they show the old clips and things like that. Is it cheating if your partner and you have an open relationship? I'm not saying that's what's happening here. I'm just saying, because clearly they thought Mia was cheating on Gordon, they went back to when she talked about the threesome. So I'm just like, it's not cheating if there's an understanding. And maybe Ray feels that way as well. He feels like it's an understanding. Hold on. Let me get my lip chat. Okay. Hot Mom says the institution has an agreement on TikTok, they said. Okay. Anyways. I don't think it's cheating if they have an understanding. And that for me just confirmed that Ray and Karen have an understanding. Okay. I love, you saw the little comments where Josh was like, I love Ray, and Ash was like, oh yeah, we love Ray. Why don't we get more scenes with Ray? Ray is down for filming. I love Ray when we get these scenes with him. He's so funny. He gets along with everyone. When TJ tries to sit down with him, oh, you trying to get in trouble again. Okay. Anyway, so they go around the room asking questions. And then Stacey brings up that the women believe that TJ's doing his own thing in LA. And TJ, yet again, is just so cringy. He's like, I mean, she's right in regards to Gizelle. He's like, I am sleeping with someone. My Bugs Bunny. Oh my gosh, Stacey. Even if he was willing to sleep with you, I don't see how you could get moist for him. Sorry. He's sleeping with a Bugs Bunny as a grown man? Like the red flag, the red pride flags are just slapping us in the face. Why are we ignoring them? Look, why are we ignoring them, Stacey? Unless the rumors are true that you just brought him on as a paid actor for your storyline. Stacey, you didn't need this. You did not need this. Maya says, Bugs Bunny is a male. They're just cuddling. Look, they're just cuddling. Two heterosexual men can't cuddle? Look. Okay. Anyways. So, the other cringy thing that happens that I did not expect to happen, Jazzy says that she feels like her partner has cheated. Where did this come from? And I don't know if they filmed this a little bit later on, because one of the things that made us lose our love for Jazzy was the fact that it seemed as if that she was trying to confuse us with her Mia math. Because she was talking about how he had 2 kids, and then, they've been in a relationship for someone said call Peter, Missy. The timeline was not timelining. But it feels like in this particular moment, she was willing to say that she doesn't have any hard proof, but she does believe that her man cheated. I was so confused by this because she says that, she knows that he lied about a whole child. So did you not believe? And it could be the edit, but it was weird. It was weird, Jazzy, because one minute it felt like you guys understood your particular math, and then I don't know. I was very confused. I was confused, but I don't know if he was ready for her response, and this is again why I would not be on reality television. Okay. Austin says that I'm happy Jazzy kept it real. I would have been more happy if Jazzy kept it real from the beginning. All right. Felder says they've been together 2 years and he got a 1-year-old. And you remember the baby's mother spoke out as well. Or should I say the original girlfriend? I don't know. It's hard to tell with that Mia math. All right. D says that because he's a cheater and Jazzy's relationship is a hot mess. Cager says, I didn't know Jazzy had a family video. None of us did. But I'm glad she said that as she gave it to Karen because it stood out to us. I was like, oh, okay. All right. She says, I haven't caught my man, but I'm also not an idiot. If she had said this originally, then I could be like, you know what, Jazzy? I appreciate you saying that. And you decided to be with the man regardless. I appreciate that. All right. Foxy says, you need to do a serious interview with TJ. Really? A serious interview with TJ? No. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Okay. Speaking of Mia says that she doesn't believe Gordon ever cheated. Okay. And Giselle's confused because she's like, didn't you tell us that you and Gordon and you watched Gordon be with another woman? But she was like, I knew about that. I agree with her. That's not cheating. But she does say, like, oh, we didn't ask you, Mia, did you cheat? And we know Mia cheated on Gordon with ink. So she's like, yeah. And then Stacey's confused. Why are we just brushing over that? Why are we brushing? We're just going to brush over the fact that she cheated. Yeah, because look, ink is not there. Oh, do you think the reason why ink wasn't there was because Mia knew that these questions were going to be messy and she did not want to get thrown under the bus? Possible, because I just don't feel like ink is going to miss a day of filming. Right? Guys, don't forget, you can hear an audio version of our live recaps, including special episodes on the Kempire podcast. Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. While you're there, help us get to our goal of 1,000 reviews on both platforms. Give us a 5-star review and be sure to subscribe and download the Kempire podcast. Okay? All right. Exactly, Velda. You got a good point. Velda says, Gordon cheated with Mia on his wife. They admitted that as well. Mia just lies and lies. She just can't keep up with her lies. All right? She just lies and lies and lies. Like, honestly, we forgot. Thank you, Velda, for reminding us. He is a cheat. Look, he is a cheat. And look, would you be surprised if he cheated on Mia? I wouldn't be. Like, I don't think that Gordon just did threesomes with Mia. I believe he definitely had his side pieces too. I'm pretty sure he did. Anyways, so the next question: are you dominant or submissive in the bedroom? Okay. TJ wants to remind us because they're like, so how can TJ talk about this? He hasn't been with anyone. He's like, I'm not a virgin. Okay. Ashley was confused. Eddie then talks about that he's very dominant. And, sometimes Wendy wants to be dominant in the bedroom and he wants to pull her to the edge of the bed. And she's like, oh, yeah, sometimes I just want to stay in the middle. I was like, it's a lot of information, y'all. But I appreciate the transparency. Mia then talks about how she's dominant in her relationship with Gordon. We couldn't tell. And how with her relationship with Ink is dominant. He likes to choke her. Karen's face was all of us. Because I was like, I really don't want to know any of this. I don't want to know any of this. Ashley. So Ashley says when she's with men, because I forget that Ashley's a part of the Rainbow Coalition. Creme Brulee says that TJ says that he's Dom. Ooh. Anyways, does that mean TJ? Never mind. I'm going to leave it alone. Does that mean TJ's a top? Okay. All right. Or Dom. Never mind. Stop. Okay. Anyways, so Ashley says that when she's with men, she's more submissive, but when she's with women, she's more dominant. Okay. Like, I don't care. Like, ew. I don't want to think about you in that way. All right. So Wendy then says at her birthday party, Ashley got a little drunk, and then Ashley looked at Wendy and she was like, are you going to be showing me anything tonight? First of all, again, if the tables were reversed, okay, some of you remember Ashley's about to be a single woman. But Wendy is a married woman. And you're asking, that's inappropriate. Look. That's inappropriate. Kira says HR. HR. All right. I agree, Kira. Okay. Y'all are spicy in the live chat. Replay crew, are you spicy? Guys, if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know and let us know where you're watching from and how you would rate this week's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac and what you thought of the different moments that we're talking about. But if you are a member of the channel, I'm going to drop the call-in link on the community tab right now. Almost forgot. And we're going to take some quick calls because I got to go watch Married to Medicine, which felt like a filler episode. Anyone else? Like, part of me doesn't even want to even recap it because that's how much of a filler episode it was. But we'll recap it real quick. All right. Members, we're going to drop the call-in link for you guys on the community tab here on YouTube. So if you want to call in and share your thoughts on this latest episode, I just dropped the call link for you guys. Live chat, let's get to 500 likes, and I'll drop the call-in link for you guys watching on YouTube. All right. And on Facebook, okay? Cammy says, Ashley is a walking HR violation, okay? Vanessa says, Ashley will do anything strange for change. Y'all ain't right, okay? Y'all ain't right. All right, so Wendy brings that up. Weird, okay? And then Ray admits early in the relationship that Karen used to tear him up. All right. Then Gizelle decides to bring up, Karen says that she retired her mouth. And so she asked Ray, would you like her to come out of retirement? And cute Ray is like, of course. Of course. Then, of course, the editing team over at Truly Original gets besides themselves, and they set up the scene that something's coming. A shark is coming. And then Wendy says, do you own a dog? A dog shows up, and then we see Jacqueline arrive with, I think, 8 or 9 heart balloons. I thought they were going to have some sort of moment. Apparently, they're going to save that moment for next week's episode. Okay. Be sure to let me know, guys, what you thought of that moment. Here's what I think. Jacqueline, you've been so cringe this season, and I hate that for you. I felt like if you had just, honestly, if she had aligned herself, maybe outside of outside of Mia, she probably would have had a better season. But I think she literally she had a conversation and a deal with Mia that she was going to support her no matter what. I was just like, no, girl, you're looking like... Oh, okay, sidebar. Congratulations, Jacqueline. She did announce this last week that she is pregnant with child. Everyone's asking, is Mia the father? Congratulations. Look, congratulations. Fine. Fine. All things... oh, damn, I lost your thing. She says, I hate that I'm late. It's okay. It's all right. All right. Let me just say thank you. We had a couple of super chats. Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Sharon says, Josh Harlow said, I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. Fit right into the choking combo. Did he say he was dominant? He did. I mean, it's the quiet ones. It really is the quiet ones, but I just can't imagine him. I don't want to imagine that. Shasha, thank you so much for the super chat. Shasha says, I feel like Wendy deserves to play the background after the past 3 seasons she's had. She's been attacked relentlessly. Who says that she's playing the background? Are people saying that she isn't standing out this season? I feel like she's being like a moderator this season, chiming in when necessary. I'm okay with I always tell you guys this. I don't need someone to have a storyline, even though Dr. Wendy does have a storyline this season. She's giving us a follow-up, first of all, her birthday, but also a follow-up in regards to the issues with Eddie's family. But I like the role she's sort of playing this season of sort of, calling people out when necessary. I'm okay with Dr. Wendy, and she's bringing the fashion because everyone else isn't. Okay. And honestly, she's adding to the no toxicity of the season. Just saying. Okay. Here y'all go with the singing of that damn song. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. Let's get to 500 likes, and I'll drop the call and link for the general audience. How would you rate this week's episode of, I was going to say Married to Medicine, that's later, of Real Housewives of Potomac? Be sure to let us know in the live chat. Again, if you are a member of the channel, I've dropped the call-in link on the community tab. We already have quite a few members backstage. So let's get into these callers so I can get out of here and watch Married to Medicine and get back to you guys, okay? All right, Tyler's backstage. We're going to bring Tyler up. Again, guys, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, or our sponsors. They're calling in of their own free will, and they agree to share their thoughts and not to use profanity, cussing, and all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You know the rules, people. All right? All right, Tyler, what did you want to share in regards to Real Housewives of Potomac?
Okay, hi Kempire.
Hey.
So I just want to say this. I've always said TJ did say he's dominant. I said he was a blouse. That's a feminine top. But anywho, I I am loving him on on the show, I guess, or whatever like that. Kiana, bye. I'm sorry. I just don't see it unless maybe at the trip we're gonna see something that changes, changes that. Bye. Ashley, do not come back next season. I don't want to see it. I love Karen and Giselle together. I
Mm,
love them two together. Like this is it's giving you can put any group of girls around them and they can rally the show. Just I
mm,
love this. I think Robin leaving from Giselle makes her more likable. I
mm,
do like that. I think Wendy is okay this season. I like her. I don't think her and Giselle are truly friends. I think it's just like let's just be at peace and go on about. And I like that. Like we don't have to have any beef. Let's go on about our business. Um, Other than that, Mia, girl, you're thirsty. Don't like seriously. Take a risk and get rid of her. I think that. Oh, sorry. I think they need her in that drama. Let's get rid of her and bring some other people in. I'm good. That's
okay.
all.
All right. Thanks, Tyler. All right. Hold on. Sasha on Twitch. Thank you for watching, Sasha on Twitch. Sasha says another review of you hating on Giselle. This is my review. If you don't enjoy it, you don't have to be here. You don't. I'm just letting you guys know how I feel. I'm not falling for it. You guys are going to sit here and act as if you haven't seen what we've been watching for the last, what, 3, 4, 5 seasons from Giselle? But that's okay. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy and feel the way that you feel, but I'm going to tell you how I feel because this is my channel. Um, Barbara, thank you so much for being. Barbara says, OMG, I love you so much. I'm always working and never get to write during the live. It's okay. I understand, but we appreciate you being here. All right. All right. Guys, we're almost at 500 likes. Once we get there, I'll drop the call link for you guys in the live chat. But we have our members backstage. Become a member today at teamkempire.com/join. All right. Toya's backstage. We're going to bring Toya up next. Toya, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just want to say Mia can leave. We do not need this type of drama. It's too messy. I had to fast forward the scenes, even with her kids, because we already know she's going to try to have the conversation. Like this, it's messy. It's too much. We don't need it. I prefer to see more of Jossie and Kiana. Um, I want to see Jossie planning her wedding. If she'll be invited back, she probably won't. I don't know. Kiana's man, he seems a little unsupportive and mean to her. I don't like that.
Mm,
Giselle saying that she wants a man that's mean to her. Like, lady, how old are you? Like, what? That is not what the girls want. Like, you should want somebody who's kind to you. And you have three daughters who are what, 18, 19, probably dating. Like, that is such a horrible thing to put out.
mm,
Like, no.
yeah.
And then Ashley, girl, you spent way too much. You had spent way too much time with Michael because what is going on? Why are you coming on to other ladies? And TJ, he comes across as, that weird uncle that thinks he's funny, but is actually really creepy. Thanks,
Ooh.
Kempire.
Oh, thank you, Toya. Ooh. Ooh. That's an interesting take. Ooh. Okay. Dewan is backstage. We're gonna bring Dewan up next. Dewan, what did you want to share in regards to Real Housewives of Potomac?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
How are you?
Couple things. My first, I just want to say, "Ho, Candy Girl," and my Nicki Minaj voice. Slow down on Baltimore, okay? We travel. Shout out to BWI. Shout out to Dulles when we have to get there. Sometimes Reagan International, okay? Um, but why did I just notice Mia's tagline is divorces are temporary, but ink is forever?
Yeah.
I hate this woman. Like, what is your problem, woman? Like, you pushing it so far is crazy. And Mia is low key from Annapolis, which is kind of very close to Baltimore. And so it just fits in right well with the women from Annapolis. Um, why and then the Blue Lagoon, what was that? That should have been a night party or something. The decorations didn't match. I'm thinking, why do Karen got these two women swimming around in the pool randomly? Like, it was just all over the place. The production had like camera women in the shots. It was just so much going on there that it was hilarious. But that was a classic Real Housewives moment. I can't wait to see the next portion of it. I thought it was great. They was all getting along, and the couple seemed to like each other.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dewan, for calling in.
See you. Be safe.
Bye. You saw he said be safe. I ain't playing with you, Baltimore folks. I didn't say it. Look, I didn't say it. All right. Dawn Tatia. Hold on, let me bring you up. Dawn, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for these lives and recapping the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so Stacy and TJ arrangement. Yeah, I was rooting for Stacy, and I really like Stacy, but I don't know. She's given. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Gizelle. Okay, so I wasn't really a fan of Gizelle, and I'm a twerk on the fence. Um, but I like her better this season. Like we ain't forget, but it sounds like she's trying.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's trying. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what else? I think Kiana, this might be her last season. I don't know. I feel that way because her man isn't really supportive, and that might cause some problems in their relationship. So, I don't know. Jazzy, so she was lying at first, like we didn't know what was going on, and now she's explaining what was. So I feel like now she's starting to tell the truth. But did she? Yeah, I feel like now she's starting to tell the truth. Cause last thing, Wendy and Eddie, I love them. Everything about them, I love them. Anyways, thank you, Kempire.
Thank you for calling in. Take care.
You too.
Bye. All right. We have DeLon backstage. We're going to bring DeLon up next. DeLon, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Hi, Kempire. How are you doing
I'm
today?
well. How are you?
I'm good. Before I say anything, I wanted to share uh, that I did also lose a relative, but in 2020, and his birthday is on Christmas, so
Mm,
Christmas is also kind of hard for me sometimes. But
yeah.
I get into the spirit closer to Christmas. It's just leading up to Christmas, I just can't do it. But
Mm,
like on Christmas Day, I feel the spirit.
mm,
So, but it does get better. And also, when you live for the people who are not with us anymore, you see your life in a different way. And this is the most open I've been since the passing of my loved ones.
yeah.
And this has been an extraordinary year for me for being open minded and free and doing anything I wanted to do this year. So
So,
I just wanted to be an
do you think that
inspiration to anyone
explains?
who listening.
I'm sorry. Do you think that explains Giselle's change this season? Because remember, she lost her father.
The change, I don't believe it.
Look at me trying. See, at least I tried. Anyways,
You
DeLon.
tried, you tried, but the change I don't believe is. But this was the first scene I tolerated, kind of liked like without her daughters. This was the first scene I didn't want to fast forward in a long time.
Okay.
I'll give her that. But Giselle Good Eye is still on sis. Still on sis. Kiarna's man gotta go. I would leave him. I'm sorry. He just doesn't give supportive. And I get it. She had the fight last season, but that wasn't because of she had beef with someone. She just was trying to de-escalate and it went the wrong way.
Yeah.
And also, I'm just like, she's promoting you, sir. So look at the bright side. She's got on your camp shirts and whatnot. Like, come on now.
That's true.
And Wendy and Eddie, oh my goodness gracious, I just want to be a fly on the wall. when it comes to them. I'm sorry, it just oozes sex. Their relationship just oozes that. I'm sorry, but and also Stacy kind of was overcompensating a tad bit for TJ at this Love Lagoon. She kind of like
Mm,
annoyed me a little bit because
mm.
I'm just sorry. I'm like he may not be a virgin. He's probably a virgin with women. No tea, no shade.
Bye,
Have a
Delon.
nice day, everyone. Happy holidays.
You too. Bye. I can't. All right, let me bring up Anthony next. But before we bring up Anthony, let me just say thank you. Gracie's Quilting and Crafting Corner, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Kay said on Watch What Happens Live she wished Wendy would make herself more available. And I think that's going to be the issue coming up between Wendy and Karen. Oh, okay. I did see where she said that. I thought that was interesting. All right. Okay. Let's bring Anthony up next. Hold on one second, Anthony. Hold on. There we go. Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. Anthony from Los Angeles, California. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, thank you. So this episode, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. I thought it was solid. It
Mm,
definitely felt like Kempire After Dark with this Love Lagoon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all good. For 2 points, Stacy and Karen. For Stacy, I'm starting to believe this was just a show storyline. I don't believe TJ and her are ever gonna get serious, get together at any point because I think her main storyline is her divorce, but we can't even see the man's face. And you can't really much talk about that because I'm sure he told her, like, don't even bring my name up. So she
mm,
has to show something, but I love her personality. I love her just by herself and her quirkiness and her beauty.
yeah.
But she does need to show something. But TJ was the wrong move. And then lastly, for Karen, I wanted to see those 8 balloons to represent her 8 citations. Because to me, when Karen was saying, I don't want to invite Jacqueline because I want peace and love and all that for her home, but like, where was that night when you were behind the wheel? Like, I'm not understanding that point. Like, Karen, like, you keep making up excuses. You keep saying from last week's episode of like, oh, well, I fell in love with Ray and all this. Like, no, it's not making sense. So that's it.
Okay.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Kempire.
Thank you, Anthony. Take care.
Likewise.
All right. We're going to bring Sasha up next. Sasha, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Hi, Kempire. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, how are
I'm
you?
well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy holidays, everyone.
You too.
So I'm not watching the season. I'm only watching your reviews.
Oh.
Yeah, just because I don't know if you or if anyone else has pointed this out, but has anyone noticed how all of the new girls that they brought on this season are darker skin or brown skin? And
Mm,
yeah. So I feel like nothing has been learned from anyone. I feel like they're doing this as like a PR
mm,
whatever based on the comments that Gizelle made last season and based on everything that's been going on. Also, I caught a clip from Giselle's Breakfast Club interview and her saying that Robin wasn't well liked because her relationship with Juan.
mm-hmm.
Again, nothing was learned, and you can tell that the network is doing their best to make to prop Gizelle up as she's always been the face, but just prop her up and just do like a clean like give her like a clean edit this
Yep.
season. So I refuse to watch, but I will continue to watch your episodes on YouTube, your reviews. So thank you so much for all that you do, and
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you, Sasha.
no problem.
Perfect timing, too. Bye. Look, so I'm not the only one that feels this way. Okay. But again, I think we can still say two things. I think we can enjoy some of the moments that we get from Gizelle during the season. But like I said, I got my good 2020 vision on you because I'm a big believer. Pay attention to people's actions and not the image people want to give you. Just saying. All right. Ashley's backstage. We're going to bring Ashley up next. Hey, Ashley, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. So, I just wanted to comment on this relationship with Giselle and is his name Name? I think it's Name.
Namza?
Namza, thank you. So I don't think that the producers may have, put it together so that she would have somebody on the show, but I do think that Name's intentions with Giselle are pure just because when I was watching her interview with the Breakfast Club, they asked her about, what her relationship status was. She did say that she's dating, she had some people on her roster. And then Jess Hilarious asked her about Name, and she said that Name actually stopped talking to her for a while because she went and did that dating show with Ashley. He
Yeah.
wasn't happy about that. He said, "I don't understand why you would do a dating show if I'm like trying to take you seriously. Why would you do that?" And she said that she had already signed up for it, so she wasn't going to basically like lose a check for him. So he stopped talking to her, but she did say recently has been communicating. So
Okay. Well, thank you
there's
for
that.
watching the interview so we didn't have to.
Oh, trust me, I was cringing through the interview, but I was like, let me just see what if she's gonna drop any tea.
And she did.
And she did. But to be honest, most of the interview she was lying and gaslighting us. So, which Gizelle likes to do.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Ashley. Take
You're welcome.
care.
Take care.
The only Ashley that we like here. So that's interesting. That's interesting. And you could tell, like I said before, it wouldn't be surprised if production found Namza for Gizelle, and then there was a real connection. But look, Gizelle choosing a check over a man, I'm not surprised, but fine. But fine. Look, maybe she didn't take the relationship stuff seriously. I don't see Gizelle getting on a dating show and like spreading it wide and kissing up on men and things like that. So I don't think he had anything to worry about, but I get it. I probably would feel a way too if there's someone I'm really interested in and you're going to go do a dating show. That's like me meeting someone right now, like, oh, I'm gonna go do, whatever. There's no really gay, the ultimatum or something. You know what I mean? Like, I get why he might feel away. All right. Blue says Giselle's only trying to clean up her image. It's not just Gizelle. It's also the network trying to clean up her image. But we see you. Look, we see you. Lorraine, we see you. Oh. All right. Hayat is backstage. We're going to bring Hayat up next. Hayat, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. How are
Hey.
you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. By the way, I've always thought that you should also have like a separate travel channel because I love when you talked about Nepal and all your journeys and you have been places. And some people like me would enjoy listening to that, and some people like Kiana would need to listen to that. um, honestly, you know what? One of the viewers that wrote in the live chat that it was giving Lisa Barlow the comment, and that's exactly what it was. And that's why it was so off-putting. It kind of felt like she needs somebody, a certain type of person to travel to places before she can consider it a destination spot. And I'm like, that's so sad because you're missing out on some beautiful, beautiful locations.
Yeah.
Like I go back to Kenya all the time. Gorgeous. Recommend it. This episode was a little slow for me because we've yet to see Gizelle get into Mia's ASS. I need to see that before conclude that so I know what's going on. And this episode and the last episode kind of felt like a little bit of an infomercial for their new dating show, which kind of, right, like a little bit, which kind of made me feel like if this is what it's going to be on their dating show, I'm going to need more pizzazz. I'm going to need a little bit just a little something because it's giving a little bit like, girls trip, like, the one on, you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
It's going to be that.
Oh, no. All right, Kempire. That's all I have. Thank you again.
Thank you, Hayat. You too.
Bye.
All right. Look, it's definitely, I thought that immediately last week when we had the scene with them doing the speed dating. I was like, oh God, it feels like this is going to be promo for Love Hotel. I think the Love Hotel is going to be basically Girls Trip, the Ultimate Girls Trip, without calling it Ultimate Girls Trip. Just saying. But we'll see once they actually, release it because they already filmed it. There was something else that Hayat said that I wanted to mention. I guess it'll come to me later. All right, Vanessa's backstage. We're going to bring Vanessa up next. Vanessa, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Kempire, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
What is that? Who do we start with? Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll be...
Go ahead.
I love that, Kempire. You got to use that. I think they're both in it together. I don't think Stacey is that. I don't think Stacey's that much of an airhead. One thing I paid attention to what Stacey said. They're friends. They work together. They were really good friends, and I could see them concocting. Okay, why don't you come on the show and work with me, and we can get you in the spotlight because he's an actor.
Yeah.
So I could see those two they're good friends, and it shows. Okay. His sexuality, I think we all can tell. Okay, it's not. Who cares, right? But
Yeah.
it's just not fooling us that you guys are romantical. It's not gonna work. Nobody believes that.
Mm.
Okay, Kiana, you guys got to leave Kiana alone. Okay, let her go to her Europe cities. I forgot how she said that, but anyway, I like her man because listen, you guys forgot she got beat up. Like she got assaulted on the show, so
Yeah.
of course he's gonna be a little, protective. Like I don't know if this is the right move for us. You
Yeah.
could get hurt, lawsuits. So I think you guys hard. Okay, I didn't get a chance to get to Jizzy and her
Go ahead.
little
Just
man.
say it real quick.
Okay, so I don't obviously those two are not a match. I think he is definitely into her. She's not into him. She likes a roughneck. She is not into him. And I think he's definitely gonna get his feelings
Jamal
hurt.
is not a roughneck, and Sherman wasn't a roughneck.
He likes more of a hard man to say shut up and sit down. And
And
he's
cheat
not
on
that
her.
kind of guy. He's not. Not to beat her up or anything like that. Well, she probably like that. But anyway, I'm saying more of your personality. Jamal is strong. He's aggressive, and her ex was like that too.
And
This
he
guy
cheated
is
on
too,
her terribly.
yeah, I mean, and she likes that because she has issues with herself.
Mm.
So I think you pick the guy how you see yourself. She has
Ooh.
self-esteem issues, so she
Ooh.
can't go with the good guy. She has to go with a guy that's mean because that's
She
her
said it.
inner.
She said it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So Kempire, I love you. I'm gonna go.
Thank you,
I
Vanessa.
give the episode a 9. I thought it was good.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I
Vanessa.
do.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Lexi says, does Namza have a job? I'm assuming he does. I don't remember if they mentioned it when we first were introduced to him, but we shall see. Okay, so we have Sierra backstage. We're going to bring Sierra up next. Hold on. Sierra, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to try to be really quick because I have some tea that's not like crazy tea, but I think it's going to bring this whole Stacy and TJ thing together. So TJ did an interview like a year and a half ago, and the article's online. And in the article, he says that he got fired from QVC because him and his manager tried to they were trying to make him like the face of Skechers, and at QVC they have like a non-compete clause.
Mm-hmm.
And in this interview, he's like he's like bashing QVC. Like he says he got fired, they wouldn't let him compete. He didn't understand the contract that he was signing, and now he was getting paid less than, which goes back to that episode like 3 episodes ago when they kind of put in like when he was like telling Ray like, oh, did you know like they get these bonuses or this
Mm-hmm.
sign on, and everybody was kind of confused.
Mm-hmm.
So he bashes QVC. Okay, fine. Then there was a blind item, and I know how people feel about blind items, but the blind item kind of like, I don't know, it kind of came in with some like relevance that there was a picture that Bravo released from Wendy's birthday, but the scene was never showed.
Yes.
In the picture, okay, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like I'll explain. Okay, so that picture was released called like the cookie crumbles or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up.
No, keep going. Just keep going.
So when that was released, and then like this blogger did a blind item, and like essentially the blind item is just saying like there's a cast member who had a lot more going on, and when she came onto the show, she kind of sold the producers this life with her kid. They were married, but then she ended up filing for divorce. And there was more to Stacey that's been edited out to make her this like kind of like this character of like she's fun and kooky and she's going through a divorce and now she has TJ. But the blind item said like there's way more that was filmed. So bringing it all together, I 100% believe with your last caller that they concocted this plan, because in this interview he bashes QVC and he talks about how he met Stacey, and Stacey was like a QV on QVC too, not even like regular QVC, the same one that he was on. So that part is true, and I just think he's frustrated with Stacey because she sold him this package of like, we're going to be on TV together, it's going to hype your career up, and now he has to answer all these hard questions about being dominant and he's really gay. So it's not like big T, but I think it's just like confirmation that we're not crazy, that
something's off.
It's Kenya Moore all over again, right?
All right,
so that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sierra.
You're welcome. Well, bye guys. Have a good day.
You too. Bye. Here's my only concern. Well, not my only. I have many. I'm not surprised by that, especially if we're seeing what they're doing with Gizelle's character. I wouldn't be surprised they're doing that with other people on the show. But my concern is So is he telling the truth in the real life though? Like, are there women out there dating TJ? So wait a second. So TJ's reaction makes even more sense at Dr. Wendy's party why he got really angry with Stacey. And he's like, I'm warning you. So some of that aggression is because they had an agreement. He wanted probably more camera time. He wanted to be more involved. Oh my god! Now it's making sense. Stacey, really? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Fine. All right. Let me get to the rest of these calls because I gotta go. I gotta watch and I gotta eat. Y'all know I'm fasting. Nika's backstage. We're gonna bring Nika up next. Nika, what did you want to share in regards to Potomac?
Hi, Kempire.
Hey.
Um, I got a couple things that I wanted to say. First off, about Gizelle, I think she do need a gentleman, someone that's gonna change her perspective on life. Give her something softer, because she's a little hard. But yeah, there's that, and then Stacy and her scene with her aunt. I think that was really nice because it gave her the encouragement she needs to continue this celibacy that she's going through with TJ. A lot of people's been talking down on it, but I think it's a good thing for her.
Hmm.
Uh, Jacqueline, oh my gosh, I think that she's a booger. Okay, like a hard booger. You know what I mean? Like nobody likes those. She's gross. But yeah, there's that. And then TJ did show Stacy a little affection at the Love Lagoon. He showed her affection, like he touched her leg a little bit, told her that she looks good. He was showing her a little.
Mm.
But thank you. Have a great
Oh, you
day.
brought up some good points, Nika. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you think okay, so I'm warning you. Hold on. Someone said this too in the live chat. I saved it. Vanessa says, right, I'm warning you, I will break the contract. This is me. Oh, Stacy, come on. Jessica says, yes, hold on. Jessica says, yes, yes, I live in the DMV, and Ashley Silva, Sharice, and many DM women said that Stacy is putting on for the show. Come on, Stacy. Really? Damn. Joyce, thank you so much for the super chat. Joyce says, just got my ticket for New York City. Can't wait. Come on now. Come on. Yes, we're going to have a Kempire After Dark live experience, New York City, Friday, February 23rd. Friday, February 21st for Black History Month. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. Meet and greet tickets should be available. I'm going to double check on that. But there is a live stream option for those that aren't in New York City or won't be in New York City. You can still be a part of the Kempire After Dark live experience. There's a separate link in the description for that. So thank you so much, Joyce, for getting your ticket. I look forward to meeting you. All right. Jay, thank you so much for the super chat. Jay says, Mia has Mrs. Netta skin. Come on. RHOP is cheap. Slash tiny house. Damn, JTV. Okay, you just came out the gate swinging. Not Miss Netta. Look, not Miss Netta. Foxy Lady on TikTok says, oh, I'll be there. All right, I'll see you in New York. But first, we'll be coming back to Washington, D.C. on January 24th. So get your tickets, guys, if you haven't already. Oh, this is a mess. Right, Logan? She says a booger, and I said, ew, that's gross. All right, let me get to the rest of these callers, guys. All right, so we have Audrey backstage. We're going to bring Audrey up next. Audrey, what did you want to share in regards to the sidebar? Wait, before Audrey, you say anything. I completely skipped over Stacey and her Aunt Donna's scene, and none of y'all told me. Y'all didn't care? Fine. All right, Audrey, what did you want to say?
Hi, Kempire.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you. I've been able to call in more often. I really am enjoying this. I feel like God is making it happen on
Yes.
purpose. So a couple of things I wanted to say. The Mia moments with her kids, I'm over it. Seems really produced. It's trying to say, look, I'm a nice mom, even though I'm putting my kids through all this on national television. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Also, Ashley and that guy, I don't care. The thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if anyone noticed it, but when they announced that they were going to Panama and Kiana bought the dress. They showed the price and was $477. That is not a flex. Like, I'm sorry. I want to see wealth. I want to see. I mean, you have Beverly Hills where like Kathy Hilton took people out on a yacht, but we're showing that Kiana dropped $477 on a dress. Like, I just want more for Potomac. I really, really do, and I know the wealth is there, and I want to see it. Um, okay, so the TJ thing. Did anyone notice? And it reminded me when this last caller, the grip he had on Stacy's knee. Go back and I'm sorry. Go
No,
back
you go
real
ahead.
quickly. Go back and watch it. When they start questioning him, they're going back and forth. Blah blah blah. The grip that he has on her knee. It kind of like it was a little scary for me. I didn't like that. That was kind of like, concerning. And one more thing about Kiana. Okay, and I wanted to say this last week. You are a beautiful brown skinned girl with a salon, a spa, whatever it is, a spa,
A
right?
med spa.
Why are you going? Okay, med spa, thank you. Why are you going on TV promoting this dude who seems like he's really not that into you? You are wearing his shirt on television. Girl, you should be wearing the most fabulous things and making yourself a brand. This guy's divorced with kids. You don't have any kids. Live your life. This is your moment. And I just think she's ruining it. So
Mm,
that's all I had to say.
mm.
Keep doing all your great work. Keep doing these reviews. I'm gonna hope I keep making them every Monday. I wish I could be there for the New York show because I'm going back to New York this week.
Oh,
But I'll see you next time you're here in Atlanta. Thank you
exactly.
again.
Thank you,
Bye.
Audrey. Take care. I mean, this is why I love when we get the callers because the fact that Audrey pointed that out, I'm like, oh, you're right. It's sort of like remember, she says she's submissive. It's like she's pulling back her own shine in order to kind of prop him up. And maybe she's doing that because maybe she sold him I know you don't want me to do this, but we can promote your business. So she's sort of like making herself small to make, okay. All right. All right. Miss Sharon's backstage. We're going to bring Miss Sharon up next. Miss Sharon, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm watching a rerun of a football game.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I noticed something what Bravo is doing. They're emphasizing Kiana's scar. Did you notice that
No.
on her forehead? Yeah, because at first when she was hollering at Ashley about talking about her scar, I never saw it. I thought it had disappeared too. But now I'm seeing it because it seems like that Bravo is putting an emphasis on that scar. I
Mm,
can see it now.
okay.
And another thing, I just don't like that Jazzy character. I'm sorry. It's something about her. She's a mini Mia. She lies a lot. I don't even believe that her family owns a vineyard. It could be like a distant relative that owns a vineyard. And she said, "Oh, that's my cousin." You know how we do. So no, they could leave. I'm glad she wasn't a full-time uh cast member. I'm glad that they got Kiana, even though Kiana's life to me is kind of boring, but anyway, everybody else is too. But oh well. Oh well. Talk to you later, Kempire.
Thanks, Miss Sharon. Bye. Woo! Okay. All right. Let me get to the rest of these calls because I got to go. It's almost 4 o'clock. No, it's almost 3 o'clock here. And we're going live again at 4 o'clock for our Married to Medicine recap. All right. All right. Kiki's backstage. We're going to bring Kiki up next. Kiki, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Hi, Kempire. First
Hey.
of all, when I can't sleep, I always like listen to your on the go on Apple podcast. Is it? Yeah.
Yes. Thank
I'm a
you.
subscriber, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
But I'm so disappointed in what's her name? The one with the other guy, Stacy.
Oh, Stacey.
I really like her, and she gives me like I don't know if you guys watch this movie Life Size Doll with Tyra Banks. I thought she was like the real life size doll. Like
Oh,
she's so sweet, and she actually reminds me of how you always talk about Jan from Orange
RHOC.
County, and the other lady, what's her name, the one that has the Greek
Oh,
what
Angie.
yes, exactly, she gives me like that whole sweet vibe, very kind, like very demure, like just I really think Stacy's a nice woman, and I don't feel like she should have. If she has this rented boyfriend, and then he's definitely falling her hands. So, but I also think Kiana is such a beautiful woman. Like, she is so pretty, and I love seeing the black girls on there this season, because I'm like, you know what? You don't have to be biracial. You can be beautiful in your black skin, and I love that for us. So thank you.
Thank you, Kiki. Take care.
All right.
Again, some of you said you completely forgot about that scene with her Aunt Dora, Stacy. I mean, what we got from that scene was that Aunt Dora found out that, oh, you're dating that cute guy from your job. Okay. The Aunt Dora is her Stacy's father's youngest sister, and she doesn't even call. Look, I'm calling her Aunt Dora. Immediately when she says, I don't even call her Aunt Dora. I just call her Dora because we're so close in age, and that's really like my sister. I said, hell, you will. You better call her Aunt Dora, like we're calling her Aunt Dora. Anyways, all right. And look, I still believe that Stacey is a sweet person that probably just decided like this is what she wanted to produce. So this is why reality TV is what it is today. So many people come on here trying to self-produce. Just saying. All right. All right. Miss Bernice is backstage. We're going to bring Miss Bernice up next. What's going on, Miss Bernice? What did you want to share?
Hey, what up, Joe Kempire? How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, I looked at this episode, and Trailer Park Trash Ashley been flashing her boobs since she got them on this dang show. So flashing her twat to Stacey was no surprise. Ugh. I hope that boy got his shots, because that when she devoured his tongue in that last episode, I was like, ooh, mono, Mia. And I'm going to mom shame her until she's off my screen. Because you could have did like Stacey. Even though her daughter know of him, she don't know that she's dating him. You could have did it like that. We didn't have to see Yosemite Sam on our screen whatsoever. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You wanted to declass everything, so this is what you're going to get. You and your sidekick, whatever her name is, coming to the party, and you wasn't invited. So that means Karen got every right to call the police and have you arrested. You're trespassing.
Okay. All right, Miss Bernice.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay, hurry up and go eat.
Thank you, because I need to. All right, thanks, Ms. Bernice. All right, we're going to take one more caller, guys. And again, don't forget, we will be live for our Married to Medicine recap at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST. Don't forget to like this video because it's easy and it's free. We have, how many of you? We still have like 1,300 of you watching on multiple platforms. We appreciate you all being here. Don't forget to like the video. Logan brings up a really good point. Logan says, how were they so close, her Aunt Dora and Stacey, and she didn't know that she had a friend, meaning TJ? I don't know if Aunt Stacey was pretending, but that is a very valid point. If they were so close, they're supposedly so close. But maybe Stacey hasn't really been telling people about TJ because it's not real, or maybe because she's not divorced yet. I don't know. And also, if they're so close, why wouldn't she know about Stacey not having sex for a year? On Dora says, couldn't be me. Look, couldn't be me. Lexi, thank you so much for the super chat. Lexi says Stacey's original promo pic included husband and child. When the show aired, husband's face was blurred out, likely married when she joined the show. And maybe that fell apart. Reality television is so deceptive. I've been really catching up on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days because I told you guys back in, in 2025, Tuesday Takeover will return, so we will be talking about some of those other reality shows and hot topics on Tuesday Takeover. So I've been trying to catch up, and I'm just watching some of this stuff, and I'm like, I think this is so forced and so pre-produced. All right, we're going to bring Maya up next. Maya, what did you want to share in regards to Potomac? Oh, Maya dropped out. Uh-oh. Maya will have to call back in. All right, Judgy Justice, what did you want to share in regards to Potomac?
So I feel bad because like Logan stole my point. And you stole my point about Stacy because there is no way that if I'm so close as like to my mom, to my aunt, to my cousin, a female cousin or whoever, and they don't know that I'm not, getting happy times, if you will, for YouTube algorithm.
Thank you.
That I'm seeing someone, they don't even have to know that person yet, but they can know I'm flying out to LA to go see this person or that person or whoever, for safety purposes, of course. But the fact that nobody knows anything about him and he just pop up on our screen, it's just starting to seem very like a relationship of convenience. And him being a paid actor just makes it sound even worse. Like, Stacey, you're too pretty for this. You can find somebody, get on the interweb or something. I don't know, but find somebody else. He's not convincing enough. Thank you, and I'll see you in DC.
Thank you, Judgy Justice. See you soon. All right, we have Maya backstage. We'll bring Maya up again. Maya, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. Okay, I'm trying to think. Mean or nice? I'm Sagittarius. Mean, remember Nicki Minaj? Mean or nice?
Oh.
Mean. So let's just be on TJ. TJ. I think TJ, first of all, TJ, you need to have several seats. That Bugs Bunny comment. Do you know Bugs Bunny is a male cartoon? Why don't you just be out with it and just say, call it what it is, And I think Stacey is also smarter than what she puts on. She is from Detroit. In the beginning of the show, she said she's from Detroit. So she's definitely, I think, she's just playing for the cameras. But the guys on the show are kind of like, that's all I gotta say. But TJ, I think something with him. Why don't you just come out with who you are, just what you're doing, Because the way he's embarrassing Stacey at public events is kind of like, and why is she allowing it, And Gizelle too, with this guy, this man, this young hot pocket man. I don't know. Gizelle I feel like she needs to just sit down and just be real. And I don't know. But TJ, just get your own spin-off special. Also, Patty, what happened to the matchmaker? Remember Patty Stanger? Why don't they have her back on Bravo and hook them up, Because I don't know. But okay. TJ have several seats.
All right, Maya. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, y'all. Final thoughts. Damn, y'all read them for Phil. Look, I think it was a decent episode. I think it was definitely better than Married to Medicine, but we will be recapping Married to Medicine. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. So we had another super chat. Thank you, Mama Allie. Mama Allie says, have a great week, everyone, and happy holidays. I'm going to second that. Happy holidays, guys. I appreciate you all being here and being a part of the Kempire fam. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. It is a subscribers only live chat, and so will be Married to Medicine as well. And again, thank you all for being so supportive of the channel and helping us celebrate over 500,000 subscribers. Don't forget, you can hear an audio version of our live recaps and special episodes on the Kempire podcast. While you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. The Kempire After Dark live experience will be returning to Washington, D.C. on Friday, January 24th. Then we'll be coming back to New York City for Black History Month on Friday, February 21st. There is also a live stream link available as well. All of that information will be available in the description. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all being here. Don't forget to like the video. I'm out of here. Bye, y'all. Look.
Here we go now.